A PAC backing one of the GOP candidates for Senate has released new polling on the race to replace Mitch McConnell.
Bodie Brooks has a breakdown of the new numbers.
The poll asked 600 likely GOP primary voters about their picks for Senate earlier this month. In this set of data, former Attorney General Daniel Cameron still holds the lead, but the gap is closing with Congressman Andy Barr 8 points behind. Lexington businessman Nate Morris's support appears to still be in single digits. It's important to note that this polling by Public Opinion Strategies was commissioned by a PAC supporting Andy Barr. As Fox 56 political analyst Jonathan Miller explains, while the data can be weighted toward a particular candidate, it's likely pretty close to the mark at this point in the race.
These are reputable pollsters. These aren't make-believe.
Essentially, the order of candidates remains the same since the last poll we saw, with just over a quarter of voters still undecided. A survey of 500 likely voters released by the Cameron campaign showed more distance between Cameron and Barr earlier this spring. Although the methodology is different in this poll, Miller believes it does indicate growth for Barr.
Everybody acknowledges that Daniel Cameron is in the lead. He's got the greatest name recognition, and that if the election were held today, he'd win. But I'm in D.C. now, been talking with a lot of GOP insiders, and everybody thinks that Andy Barr is favored to win, and that Nate Morris is his most significant challenger.
Miller says Cameron's low fundraising and recent distance from Senator Mitch McConnell has some discounting his current polling lead, especially as Barr launches his first round of TV ads. Miller says generally most candidates save their spending towards the end of the campaign, but he says right now the candidates are jockeying not just for voter support, but the president's.
I still believe that if he does endorse that candidate will win, particularly when it comes to Nate Morris. I think he wants to see whether there is traction. Andy Barr's poll would indicate there isn't, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the fact on the ground, and Morris still has a whole lot of money to spend.
For your local election headquarters, Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.